So, interesting morning. Staff captain was doing the maneuver. First officer was still keeping the con here. Let's say we had very good conditions, almost no wind. Entering with just below 4 knots because there is a ship here. That's the usual procedure, no more than 4 knots. And I would say somewhere here, the staff captain took over the con. You see the pods, they are on 25 RPMs, all 3 pods, facing forward. Speed is now 3.7 knots. And we have 640 meters to the pier. And here you see, if you stop it here, the recording. So, staff captain took azimuth here. What happened, we'll have a recording of the bridge wing later on. But so we were on hand steering, went to the bridge wing, port side bridge wing, and port side bridge wing, we take command on the bridge wing, and then he waited at least 4 or 5 seconds, and then he took azimuth, but it didn't go to azimuth. It actually went both to mini wheel and azimuth, which resulted that we had no control of the pods. And all right, so let's continue. Playing, yeah. What also happened here, it's not visible here, but it will be visible on the CCT TV. We have about 450 meters. The center pod, the lever is actually turned 180 degrees to face backwards so that it's ready to break the speed. Right now we don't have any RPMs. And now he's applying RPMs. Speed is 2.5 knots. We have 30 RPMs on the center pod, but it's, as you can see, it's facing forward, but the lever is facing backwards. And we notice speed 2.2 knots. We have 270 meters to go, and the speed is supposed to drop down with 30 RPMs going astern. Here is 2.1 knot, 2 knot, and we have 200 meters to go. You see now staff captain is increasing to 40 RPMs, 45 RPMs, almost 50 RPMs, and the speed is not dropping down. It's actually at some point you will see it start. Now we realize, you can stop it here again. It was a good catch from the chief officer safety that even though the lever was showing 180, he noticed that the pod was still facing forward. And the reason for this is if you turn the lever, if it's facing exactly on 0, and you turning the lever straight, very fast, 180 degrees, what can happen, it's very rare, but it can happen that the pod doesn't know, it will always go the shortest distance to where you want it. And if it doesn't know which side is the shortest, it gets kind of stuck there in the middle. So a good practice is to turn it 90 degrees or at least 10 degrees, wait until the pod starts moving, and then you turn it 180 degrees. All right, we can continue. And it's playing, yeah, and you see the pod is still facing forward, which is a little bit scary. However, staff captain managed to break the speed with the port and starboard pod, and the maneuver went pretty smooth. Anyway, we were a little bit conservative since we didn't know what was happening, so we are only down to 0.7 knots, and we have 60-70 meters left. And you will see very shortly the pod realize that it's facing the wrong direction. So 50 meters, 0.5. we are only using port and starboard pod to control the ship. You see now the center pod. So a good thing was not to use it at all, because if we would have put it in reverse to stop the speed, by turning this way, the stern will actually crash straight into the dolphins there and start increasing the speed when we have very little distance there. So another good practice is, if you don't know what's going on with the pods, is there's a malfunction, and as the pilot agreed, just put it on 0 if you don't know what's happening until you figure out. All right, that's it. I will download this video, and I will also download together with this. I will download the CCTV as well, so that everybody we can have a good lesson learned. All right, and that should be finished.